Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next session of Let's Play Skyrim. Uh, like I promised, I will be reading those 3 books. After I've read those books, I will turn them into that orc over there. Um, let's start with the first one. Items, books. I believe this is one of them. Night of Tears, Draenor Seleth. Sarthor holds a prominent place in Skyrim history. Even if most do not remember it by name, it is of course the site of one of the first major Norse settlements. That's the one where we found that strange thing. One of the first cities of men in Skyrim, and the earliest known capital of the civilization. It was also the site of terrible bloodshed when the elves attempted to drive the Nords out of Skyrim, to succeed only in incurring their wrath in the form of Isgramor and his fabled 500 companions, who swept the elves from Skyrim and firmly established it as the home of the Nords. All this is known, but little else. What happened on that night of Tears, when Sarthor was razed to the ground, what provoked the elves to such a deliberate, ferocious attack, and what prompted such a savage response from the Nords? I don't know. Vingalmo's treatise on the Altmer antecedent suggests that the elves of the Meretic era, along with their counterparts the early Dwemer, possessed a degree of sophistication unparalleled in Tamriel. They displayed power beyond what could be expected of the time. While this distinct explanation is not given for this, I suppose that this work, compared with the early writing of Hasef Sherirnis, suggests that something greater was at work at the night in Sarthor. That's maybe that big ball. The true motivation behind the Night of Tears have been obscured to us by the passage of time, but I believe it was not a simple war of territory or of control of Skyrim. I believe that what happened was a significant event based around something very particular. The Nords found something when they built their city buried deep in the ground. They attempted to keep it buried, but the elves learned of it and confiscated it for themselves. Thus they assaulted Sarthor. Their goal not to drive the Nords out, but to secure the power for themselves. I believe Isgramor knew something of what the elves would find on the Sarthor and rallied together his people to keep the elves from gaining it. When Nords once again controlled Skyrim, this power was buried deep below the earth and sealed away. Time has kept this knowledge from us, but it is my hope that time will also reveal the truth and these words. Every effort will be made to relocate Sarthor and find that which has been lost to us. That's interesting. So that was the first. Now the second book. The second book was The Last King of the Aelites.